listeners, Harika here, and I'm super excited to welcome you to Upptalk. If you're ready to learn and get your hands work wonders in the world of information technology, then you're in the right place. When I say Upptalk, we are not just another edtech company. Consider we are your learning partner committed to unlocking your full potential. Whether you're stepping into the world of technology for the first time or looking to advance your career, we provide top-tier, hands-on courses to build up your career. Let's take our first step towards learning here and explore it.
It will connect. It will also support for that. RDP sessions, also direct RDP sessions in the desktop. But for that also, it will start recording on that PSM, P for the SS. This will be for the Linux users. The PSM, the average enterprise manages hundreds of the Unix servers and network devices. Systems are usually critical, but access to them is uncontrollable. The network and Unix teams are reluctant to change their existing workflows and toolsets. And PSM for SS. We used to call as PSMP, right? One of the components I told you, PSMP. PSM for SS is nothing but PSMP components. Previously, PSMSS proxy or PSMSMP is designed to provide the native Unix. This is only specially designed for Linux users, especially PSMMP. The PSM for SS client settings. The connection settings for the PSM for S resemble those PSM for Windows. PSM also will take here. Here you can see PSM directly connects through the SSH. And it will fetch the credentials from the vault. The same procedure, and it will connect only for the Linux users. It will not for the other users. Whenever the interviewer will ask what is the use of PSMP, it is specially designed for the Linux users due to the security reasons. It will connect through the SSH and fetch the credentials from the vault, and it will connect to the target Linux users. Once that session is real close, we can say explain this story. These are the 4 points. Correct? You can manage how to connect the Windows, Linux users and HTML5 gateway. These things you might use to have it now. And you should aware the flows also, the diagram flow is common for everything. But only extra features, HTML5 gateways and WebSocket and HTML5 gateway. The 2 options is extra. For the direct flow, it will connect through the RDP and fetch the credentials from the vault, and it will connect to the target user. Once that closes, the record will be stored into the vault. Any logs is entered, that will forward to the PTA. Like that you can explain to any party. That is the flow. Here in this session, I am going to discuss with you the monitor and manage the privileged sessions, how the recordings will happen, and monitor and manage the privileged session audits. Monitor and manage the active privileged sessions. That's what I mentioned. There is a live session also there. We can discuss in this session how to enable the monitor and manage the privileged session recordings here. Here we can see the recordings in the vault. Go to the monitoring tab. It will activate for the auditors. Always keep in mind this access will only allow for the audit users. Whoever doing the monitoring team, the PAM, the PAA is there. That team will take care of these type of monitoring activities. The PSM and PSS, whatever they create video and text recordings for the privileged sessions and store them into the vault, where they can be viewed at any time by authorized users. but administrator will get complete access. Apart from the administrator, who will get the access for the monitoring team? Audit team. Auditors will get the access for the monitoring team. Got it. Got it right. This is important. Because while giving, maybe you are the administrator, you are giving some permissions at the safe level. We need to give the permissions right. We should know to whom which access we need to provide. You can store the PSM video and text recordings in external storage device. But you can see here the play button is there. Are you able to see that play button? These are the recordings. These are the risk at 80. 80 means the PTA is identified at 80. This means it is highly risky. And we need to check what was happened exactly. Click on that play button, that recording, and we need to see that. The recordings. If you see after the session is complete, this video is recording is uploaded to the safe in the vault. By default PSM recordings. That will happen. That is the story which I discussed. Simply one selects administrator HTS connecting on the PVW8. These all will happen 8058 communication only. PSM will be stored in the vault. Vault is being recorded and everything will be recorded here. And that will be stored in here. As I said, it is RDP local admin Luan Rotso2. We can click on the play button. You can able to see that. And while filtering that frame, date and to date you can give it. And if you want to see in 2 days, you can see the 2 days recordings also. And if you want to see the active sessions, you can click on the active section. You can see it. Those are the live sections. Are you able to see my screen right? There are the features from date to date. Because if you want to see old recordings, you can able to see it. If you want to see today's one, you can click on the today and apply. It will be get the list of recordings here under below. And if you want to see active sessions, currently live sessions, you can click on that. You can see that. In the master policy, we need to enable the master policy. This is already discussed and it came in multiple times. And we can create the exceptions also. Enable the recordings in the master policy for all the platforms or specific platforms by using our exceptions. Whatever you want, we can create it on exceptions. The member of audit group, that's what I told you, right? Who is having the access for this part? The member of the auditors group. Cindy is having the member of the auditors group. View recordings in the PSM. Those guys will able to see the recordings except administrator. Administrator can able to see everything. Apart from the administrator, who can able to see. See here, this is the live session today, Tuesday. The password, whatever it is, you can able to see like this. And I will show you how recordings created by PSM process are currently displayed in the classic interface. That is fine, whatever interface you can, no matter it is. You can see this. This is how, because this user is now log on Linux user, you can able to see like that. For Windows, the manage recordings for Windows, it is not available. Maybe on the down the line we can get it, the screen. But we can able to see like this. Whenever you are clicking on the recordings, it will be open like this. We can able to see the manage recordings. We require some GB data. This is fine, they will take care. Basically, we require 225 G. Because each second and 100 KB per minute average accession. These are the section recursion. What is the space we require in the system? That's what. Size calculation. Whenever your hard disk, whenever an issue, you can directly connect to the supporting team. They will help you guys. Don't feel any. What will happen? My RAM is closed, my memory is closed. You can check with that. They will create for you another memory. Got PSM recording saved. Platform level, you can see the privileged session management. In the privileged session management, the session recording saved. Here PSM recording soaks, this is the saved. The saved which we default I will show you on tomorrow for PSM recording saved. Once we install the PSM, it will create it. The custom recording saved can be defined at platform level. If we want to set up, we can set up it. Saves are created automatically by the PSM. These are the by default. It will create automatically once you install the PSM. When it uploads the first recording to the vault by the PSM, it will. That is fine. For example, separate recording the save for SOS compliant Linux account 365 days retention period. Here you can just give it the retention save period 365 days and we can give that save name here. It will be reflecting. This is the screen from the private earth client. Do you remember guys? This screen is from the private earth client. You can check in the private earth client also on the saves. And session audit. How audit will work here? The session audit by default. PSM records all the activities that takes place during the privileged session recordings and provides the audit data for the following events. You can see here whenever integrated with PTA. If you are integrating with PTA, it will recognize if it is on high 80 and above it's high and below 80 is medium. I think 40 and more than 50 or more than 50 to until 80. It should be on medium. Below that it is on low. Like that. We can set up a parameters. In the 80 here is very high. The activity score is also available in the monitoring page. This is the score. 80 is the score. Allowing the auditing team to prioritize the session auditing based on the risk. Here you can see this is the high risk. Session risk score is high. That means what will happen if it is more than 80? It will suspend that particular session. Automatically it will suspend. We can set up that policy. We can set up the PTA tool, it will be suspend. Or it may feel this guy is doing something. It will suspend that user and that user will raise the ticket and we will work on that. We will see the feasibility and then we can activate that user. Can create the audit records for alternative activities that are performed during the SH, END, SCP and TILE-NT connections here. The word forward the real-time audit information to SIEM or PTA for the activity risk analysis. Why we are forwarding the logs to identifying the resolution for those logs. What exactly happened? We will reach out to the particular team. We will reach out to the particular user. Why you open? What is the reason behind that? All reasons we will get and we will analyze or we will reach out to the platform owner directly. And we will inform these many logs we identified from your users. Please have a look and they will take care of all these things. This will be taken care of by the monitoring team, guys. Whenever you are part of the monitoring team, you need to be analysis like this. Only you need to get the report from the P, D and CyberArk. you can reach out to the platform owner. Give to the platform owner. This is what we received, the report. Please have a look and check this and give the proper information. They will take care of all these things. The session audit is sent in real time from the PSM to the vault. That is fine. Whenever the session is closing and it is sending to the vault, it will store. Active session monitoring that I already discussed, how to monitor that active sessions. You can check here the activities. You can directly monitoring the recordings and active sessions. You can click on that active session. John is working now. You can click on the monitor button. You can see that what he is doing exactly. That's it, guys. Nothing is more here. Here we need to set up the configuration at platform level for the active session monitoring. For that monitoring level, you can control and allow the PSM person to keep it as enabled. If you have time, you can go and check today's platform management configuration. What exactly it is there? What all the options is there? I can check that. That is how we have to monitor and we have to do the audit here. Do you understand? I hope you all understand today. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@uptalk.com.